For many years, watching top athletes, and in particular tennis players, I've admired the beauty of their movements and tried to analyze the source of their gracefulness. Again and again, I saw that the foundation of a successful combination of strength and beauty is total body control and interrelationship between all its moving parts. A truly harmoniously developed individual manifests this control in every step, every turn of a head, every movement of an arm. To master this harmony is an ultimate goal of physical development, regardless of whether you want to be a professional tennis player or a dancer. There are many Eastern teachings that combine physical and spiritual perfection, trying to achieve one through another in both directions. Their physical agenda was never about plain strength, but rather about graceful and continuous movement of the whole body, when every muscle contracts in harmony with the next one, acting like an orchestra under the directing of a talented conductor. The movement goes from the hips to the knees and back to hips, upper body, shoulders, arms, hands, and back again and again in infinite wave-like motions. Let's talk a little bit about physics, and in particular about a sound of a whip in the hands of a master who knows how to handle it. What is the source of a very loud cracking sound at the end of a whip movement? Well, it is an effect of a tip of a whip breaking a sound barrier. The reason for this is simple. In the beginning, a large mass of a whip handle, moving with normal speed of a hand that holds it, carries a certain amount of energy. As the movement goes on, the same amount of energy is transferred to smaller and lighter segments of a whip, while the heavier segments stop moving. The energy conservation law dictates that the lighter segments should move faster to carry the same amount of energy that the heavier ones had. And the closer to the tip, the faster segments of a whip should move because they are made smaller and smaller towards the tip. Finally, the speed of a tip becomes so high that it exceeds the sound barrier, and we hear a crack. The reason I bring this topic up is very much related to this discussion of complete participation of an entire body in every movement to hit a tennis ball. Inasmuch as a whip unwinds itself to ultimately transfer certain amounts of energy from heavier to lighter segments, thus causing faster and faster movement of each consecutive segment, the body of a tennis player, initially wound up, unwinds itself and transfers energy from an entire body to its upper part, to an arm, and finally to a hand and a racket to force the racket to carry entire load of energy of the whole body. And as an untrained novice cannot properly handle a whip, a person that cannot master this winding and unwinding of the body cannot play at a really high level. And that is where our system and the 8-board are invaluable. They provide exactly the training of that muscle coordination that results in a high, wave-like motion of an entire body to transfer its full energy to a consecutively lighter and lighter part to increase their speed and effectiveness. Welcome to our world, the secret game of tennis, and the Broudy Tennis System. We know you're going to enjoy it and really become fascinated just like we are. Get ready to transform your game and your understanding of the game. Enjoy tennis at the highest level.